Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Multiverse United, only the strong survive. So we had a combination show here in New Japan and Impact Wrestling, part of WrestleCon at the Global Theater. We had the pre-show match was Gabriel Kidd, Uemura. What's really neat about both these guys, Gabriel Kidd and Uemura, they're both part of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. Gabriel Kidd was actually wrestling in the UK into Fight Wrestling and decided to go ahead and go to the LA Dojo for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Basically forget everything he ever learned about pro wrestling and start over. He is on his way back up through the Young Lions program. Uemura recently graduated from Young Lions. We're not making a name for himself. He's done some excursion work in Rev Pro and some stuff in the United States. When you go to the dojos for New Japan, you're a Young Lion. Once you graduate the Young Lion in the dojo, you actually go on excursion. Typically Mexico, the US, UK, Rev Pro in the UK. And then you go back to New Japan and hopefully become a star. But this was a really neat starting matchup. Two just mat-based wrestlers. Uemura getting the victory. I ended up giving it a 3.5. Alright, on the main card, we started out with the Impact X Division title Scramble match. We had Rocky Romero, Frankie Kazarian, Rich Swann, Clark Connors, and Kevin Knight taking on the champion, Trey Miguel. For a X Division Scramble match, I was actually disappointed. There wasn't as much chaos as I was expecting there to be. Typically in an X Division Scramble match, you're going to have a lot of chaos. Everybody kind of did their little spots here and there, and that was about it. Trey Miguel ended up retaining his title. I give it 3.5. Next up, we had an 8-man tag with Alex Coughlin, Callihan, Fred Rosser, and PCO going against Team Felty members JR Kratos, Tom Lawlor, Eddie Edwards, Joe Hendry. There was a couple different rivalries kind of twirling in one here. So we had Eddie Edwards, PCO on opposite teams. They've been feuding since the Honor No More days. Tom Lawlor and Fred Rosser feuded in New Japan Strong. Tom Lawlor was the New Japan Strong Openweight Champion, the first ever, and then he was beat by Fred Rosser. Alex Coughlin, he really doesn't have a beef with anyone else. Callihan, I don't know what's going on with Callihan right now. It's that same with Callihan. He's trying to join the design with Diener, but it's like he's got to prove his way in. I don't know, just not understanding what's going on there. This was just your standard 8-man pay-per-view tag. The team of Alex Coughlin, Callihan, Fred Rosser, and PCO got the victory. I gave it 2 3/4. Next up, we had a hoss fight. 2 athletic hosses going at it, Jeff Cobb and Moose. This match was added late. I know Will Ospreay was out. I can't remember who else got hurt that this match added. It was just 2 big men going out and, brawling. Yeah, they both did some dives outside, did the athletic ability they both have. It's a good match. Not a pay-per-view level match, if you ask me. Jeff Cobb got the victory. I give it 3-star. Next up, we had a Fatal 4-Way for, the winner of this either is part of a 1-on-1 match at Rebellion for the Impact Knockouts Championship, or they're part of a triple threat match at that said pay-per-view. So Jordynne Grace has already qualified for this match. Mickie James, the Knockout Champion, is currently injured with a broken rib. If she can go, it's a triple threat match. Mickie James, Jordynne Grace, the winner of this match. If Mickie cannot go, she will relinquish the title. Jordynne Grace will face the winner of this match. So we don't know yet if Rebellion is going to be a triple threat or 1-on-1. So we had Mia Yamashita, Deonna Purrazzo, Gisele Shaw, and Masha Slamovich going at it. to figure out who's going to be the #1 contender. Again, this is one of those matches I was expecting more from it, knowing how talented all 4 of these women are. We had a little Masha, Yamashita doing her stuff. Deonna Purrazzo is solid. Deonna Purrazzo got the victory. I give it 3 1/4. Next up, a match I knew was going to deliver, and it sure did. We had a fatal 4-way for the Impact World Tag Team Championships. We had Bullet Club, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, the current Impact World Heavyweight Title Champions, versus the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, currently the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Tag Champions, and the GCW Tag Team Champions. I do believe they still have those. Let me double check that. If they would have dropped those tag titles for GCW, I don't remember when they would have done it. Nope, they're still tag team champions there. Okay, cool. Good, I didn't miss something. Going against Aussie Open. Rounds up, part of United Empire. Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis, the Ferrari and the Tank. That's what Ian Riccaboni was calling him. Versus TMDK, Bad Dude Tito, and Shane Hasty. I wanted Aussie Open to win this because, here in a few minutes, Reach for the Sky ladder match for the Ring of Honor tag title is going to happen on Ring of Honor's Supercard of Honor, which I'm watching in the background. I just paused it while I did this video. And then I got to pick up on SmackDown, and then all the other stuff going on. I am about 5 shows behind. I haven't finished For the Culture, Jimmy Lloyd's Degeneration F, the Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling Show, GCW vs. DDT, and then Prestige Wrestling. I have not watched those yet. Still to go today is Spring Break 7 with Joey Janela, and then Emo Fight for the Collective, and then tomorrow at 1 is Effie's Big Day Brunch, and then Stand and Deliver NXT is at noon, and tomorrow night is Mania, and then after Mania is Gringo Loco's World of Lucha. Yeah. I'll have all that done by Monday probably, hopefully. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, this tag team match, it was all over the place. You had Machine Guns doing what they do best, flying. Ace Austin doing him and Chris Bay make a hell of a tag team. You had the power of Mark Davis, the power of Bad Dude Tito, Kyle Fletcher doing what the flying he does and the striking he does. At the end of the day, Bullet Club retained 4-star match. I was kind of hoping for an Aussie Open victory, having them hold the Impact titles and the Ring of Honor titles, but hey, we'll see. One of the two, hopefully. Don't know yet. I'm only at the TV title match on the Ring of Honor show. Next up, we had Kushida and Lio Rush. Good match, just back and forth. Two guys, a lot of mat-based wrestling on this one, which kind of shocked me a little bit. But Kushida get the victory in a 3.5-star match. Next up, we had New Japan Strong Openweight title on the line, champion Kenta versus Minoru Suzuki. Yes, the strikes and the chops galore. This was a brawl. These two fought, and as Go to Sleep Club, part of the Bullet Club, Kenta, with some underhanded heel tactics, at one point got the referee distracted. He low blowed Minoru Suzuki, and then even at the end when he went to pin him, he had rolled him up into the ropes, had his feet on the top rope. The referee didn't see because he's looking at Minoru Suzuki's shoulders. Overall, just a brawl. I give it 3 3/4. Kenta retaining the New Japan Wrestling Strong title. And then the main event was Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Mike Bailey, Speedball Mike Bailey. Anytime you get Hiroshi Tanahashi in a ring, you got greatness there. Ian Riccaboni tried to use, it's either Ian Riccaboni or Tom Hannigan, try to use the analogy, it's like Tom Brady versus Joe Burrow. No, I wouldn't use that to reference Mike Bailey. Because Mike Bailey's a veteran of the ring. He's a veteran of the sport. I don't know how you would, analogy from football you would use, but Tanahashi is one of the greatest of all time. He's just so methodical in what he does. He literally was using the leg thing he does, taking the leg out from Mike Bailey, because you can't strike if you can't stand. And at the end of the day, that's what ended up winning the match for Tanahashi. Just his methodicalness. Tanahashi winning the match over Bailey. I give it 3 3/4 star. I thought it was a damn good match. So that is Impact Wrestling New Japan Multiverse United. Only the Strong Survive review. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show again. All these shows will be reviewed here on Robert Sports Show between now and Monday after I watch them. I'm going to work on SmackDown right now. Working on Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. Once that's over with, get started on some of the other ones from yesterday. Noon tomorrow, we got NXT, so I'll jump to that. So we're going to jump back and forth a little bit, but we're definitely going to get them all done. And then on Monday, we'll have a Best of the Collective, Best of WrestleCon, and Best of the Weekend. Morning, if you're not a Lucha Libre star, don't watch the Best of the Weekend, because there's a Lucha feel to that sucker. Alright, as always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports sound content.